I started this project by drilling a 6mm hole in a 10x10 square bar. This will go over the shaft of the motor. Then I drilled and tapped a 4mm thread on the opposite side. Then I welded an 8mm threaded bar onto the opposite end of the square bar. Then I put the 10mm copper tube over the threaded bar. This will make for easy turning. Okay, so now that we got the microwave motor out, we are going to put it inside this joiner box. This joiner box you can get at your local hardware, and it's for where you join cables, and it goes in here and you put a cover on. Okay, so but we got a problem that this doesn't fit, so we are going to take these out over here and put the motor in this housing. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that we made a little bit of space, I've just drilled this hole a little bit bigger, and we can just seal this hole with a bit of hot glue, and I've cut this a little bit shorter, and then we can just insert it like so. Okay, and then I'll just drill some holes over here and put some nuts and bolts just to hold the motor in place. So let's go do that. And then you can trim off the excess. Then I soldered some cables onto the motor terminals. Okay, so now that we got our wires joined to our motor, we need to build a bridge rectifier. Now those of you who are new to electronics like myself, this is a one-way valve. Now the direction of this, you can see a little white line. So the direction goes that way. So how I visualize this is that white line is at the bottom there, and you can fill that tank of water. I pretend that this is a base and you can fill the water in this side. So that's how I know which direction the current can go into. So let's go ahead and build our bridge rectifier. This is what it looks like, and we are going to build one now. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that we got our bridge rectifier soldered up, we can solder it onto the generator. The reason why we have a bridge rectifier is so that it can create DC voltage, and also so that the current does not flow back into the generator. As you can see in my wiring diagram, this is how we're going to connect it. So let's go do that. Okay, so now that we soldered our bridge rectifier on, we need to solder this capacitor on. This is a 5-volt supercapacitor, 33 farads. Okay, so let's go do that. Okay, so now that we got our capacitor soldered in position, we can see that there are directional arrows. So this side will be positive and then that side will be negative. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to just hot glue everything into position. So let's go do that. Then I dismantled a cheap torch and soldered some connection cables onto the live and neutral terminals. Then I cut 100 mils of 25 mil PVC pipe and glued the torch head into the pipe. Okay, so now I've raised the switch on here. Now this is a 3-directional switch. I just tested with my meter, which is continuity. You can get two-way switches, but this is the only one I had. And now we're just going to connect the switch to here. I've drilled a hole there for the switch to go through. And then once we've done that, we'll just stick it in here, put a cover on it, and then we're ready to test. So let's go do that. This torch works absolutely great. The only thing is that the capacitor gets drained so quickly. I think I'll have to add another one in. Okay, so this is with two capacitors. Wow, that's much brighter. You can see that it lasts a lot longer than just a single capacitor. And then it dies. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching.